Listen, let me see. Top of the morning, top of the evening, top of the night, whatever time zone you are on. We are live. See if they're actually streaming on YouTube. I am in the back actually seeing if my YouTube is streaming live. Okay, there it is. All right. Let me make sure my volume is good. Let me see what my title is. Okay, there it is. I will edit this title. I don't know why this is crossing over like this, but this is something completely different. This is Michigan, my state. Okay, let me hit you with, before I show the lady getting beat by the police in my state, Michigan, let me hit you with the contact information. And I have already contacted our Attorney General in this state, as well as the Lieutenant Governor, as well as the prosecuting attorney from Washtenaw County. I have contacted them. I will contact them again tomorrow. I will keep contacting them until I get an effective resolve. Keep contacting them. And so what has happened is a female in my state has been was beaten by the cops the other day. And here is the contact number for the prosecuting attorney in Washtenaw County. Here's the contact number for the prosecutor in Washtenaw County. Brian L. Mackey is his name, Washtenaw County, Ann Arbor, Michigan. This is his contact information. This is the phone number. And they're out until June the 12th because we're sheltering in place. So they work on hours. However, email. You can email them. Okay. This is the contact information. Once again, I was direct and to the point. I let them know there's no need to pontificate. No one needs to think about anything about what I'm getting ready to show you. Parental consent is needed. I will change the title later. Let me get to this. Once again, I have contacted my Attorney General from this state. I have contacted the Lieutenant Governor from this state. I have contacted the prosecuting attorney, and I will continue to do so. I'm a different kind. They can play these games in other states, but here, this is unacceptable. Again, parental consent is necessary for what I'm getting ready to show. And hello, everyone, to the people in the bushes, bypassers, and onlookers. This is not for kids. All right. This is Ann Arbor, Michigan, Washtenaw County.
Don't touch her.
I'm not. No.
Don't fucking touch her.
That's her and her husband.
Don't touch her.
Oh, shit. Police officer punches her 3 times and she swings back. That's her husband. He's getting ready to get tased.
He was straight hitting her in her skin. Oh my God.
That's Washtenaw County in Ann Arbor, Michigan. The police have been on a suspended paid leave. That's not good enough for me. We see what it is. I will explain what happened in a minute, but I'm gonna play it back again. Parental consent is needed. In accordance to the Copyright Act of the United States of America, sections 106, 106A, 107, and the others fair use, I have a right to use videos, images, pictures, and the like for new discoveries and teaching. Let me play it back again.
All right. Don't touch her.
I'm not a no.
Don't fucking touch her. Don't touch her. Oh, shit.
They had her and her husband.
He was straight hitting her and her sister. Oh my God.
Okay. Let me do the edited version from the news media. Again, this is my state. I have again contacted the Lieutenant Governor, the Attorney General, and the prosecuting attorney. I'm not getting ready to play these games up in here. They know this is a different state, and they know. In this state, African American people, some will shoot back at the cops. Now, while all these other murders have been taking place at the hands of police, if this had been in another location or another city, those police would have got shot in the state of Michigan. So when I call the governor tomorrow, because I already got Attorney General, her Lieutenant Governor, and everybody else, I already contacted them. When I call her tomorrow, I'm gonna let her know, and I'm sure she's aware, but I'm gonna remind her it's imperative in the urgency of now to get this police fired and not just on a paid leave has passed. Because in this state, they shoot cops, and they will shoot back at cops. Therefore, she needs to terminate the cops and make sure he cannot be rehired. This is not the state for that. This ain't the state for that. My perspective earlier about George Floyd was right. The police did snatch him from the car. The news went back and got the other video footage with audio now. He was snatched from the car. So what I thought I saw was accurate. They snatched him from his truck. So let's be clear about that. Now I'm gonna show the news perspective of the African American female and her husband being beat by the police, and people say, well, what happened? Well, it was an altercation earlier. Some people got into a fight. One person lost the fight, and they came back and started shooting. Somebody ended up shot and dead. This family, when they see the police, goes outside and start filming the police. They want to know, and it's your right to film what the police are doing. The police gonna tell them to stop filming. You have a right to film. And that's how this altercation started.
A disturbing video posted on Facebook shows a Washtenaw County Sheriff's deputy repeatedly punching a woman at a crime scene. A lot of people understandably upset as that video has been making its rounds on social media.
The Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office says an investigation has been opened and some of their staff have been placed on leave. The video clearly shows one officer getting very rough with that woman before a man tries to intervene and ends up being tased by another officer. Victor Williams is live tonight. Victor, obviously this needs more context, but it's still a really difficult thing to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this video has been shared thousands of times online, and the main comment I'm starting to see or have been seeing is this at all necessary?
She was hopeless. She wasn't doing anything.
Jaqueezy Diggins had a hard time holding back the tears, reliving the dramatic incident caught on cell phone video showing a Washtenaw County sheriff's deputy striking her mother multiple times while trying to make an arrest on Apple Ridge Street.
The officer punched my arm, her face 3 times for no reason, and she is a female.
The footage was all captured by Tova Taylor the night of Memorial Day.
It was getting crazy. It just seemed like to be more police than what was necessary. Her husband seen it and turned around, then they tased him. It was crazy.
Both of Jaqueezy's parents, Shatina and Daniel L., were arrested. But what led to this happening in the first place?
It started all over an altercation over something crazy. Some females got into it, a girl lost, and somebody got to shooting.
Jaqueezy and her sister Charity say their parents are Moorish Americans.
We aren't U.S. citizens. We're free, Moorish American. We go by our own law.
So when their mother stood her ground, refusing to stop recording, that's when this part of the incident began.
The police came harassing me, and my mother-in-law wasn't doing nothing but recording and saying our rights.
Nevertheless, the question remains, did this really need to happen?
Nobody can believe this type of stuff actually happens, and it happens in your own neighborhoods and stuff like that. And these police is going too dang on far.
Now we're told that unfortunately this isn't the first time that this has happened to that woman that was involved. On top of that, once again, there has been a few people placed on administrative leave until they figure out what exactly happened here, where they will be conducting an internal investigation. Reporting live, Victor Williams, Local 4.
And we know you'll continue to follow it for us, Victor. We appreciate it.
I'm gonna say this. I already know if that was my sister, some rounds would have been fired off. I'm not supposed to sit up there and stand down. No, I'm not. I'm gonna defend my family. And I know doggone well if that was my mother, some shots and some rounds would have been fired off. I don't have to guess, think, or wonder about it. I already know what I'm gonna do if a situation is going down like that. I don't care who the police think they are. I'm a different kind. Always have been, always will be. Some people scared. Be scared. But I'm gonna protect my family because that's the way I was raised and that's the way I was taught by my father. Now, this is a different state. I'll say it again. That's why when I call the governor, I'm gonna make sure she understands and comprehend the urgency of now for this officer to be fired and for them to jump progression on this is passed. No need to pontificate, no need to wait, no need to delay. Because if a certain set roll up on these police officers, they already know what it's gonna be. And I'm not talking about what I think I know. I'm not speaking no violence into the atmosphere. I'm talking about what I know right now. Tasha. Yeah, petition is cute, but I like to speak directly with the people in charge who can make a decision today. Like, I don't care about them being on administrative leave for an investigation, especially in Ann Arbor. That means absolutely nothing to me. Let me do another screen share so people can see how nobody's getting ready to play. Okay, these gentlemen, yeah, they just got arraigned. They finally got caught, but you know what happened? Police rode up on them and they shot. They were shooting at the police. They shot police officers. It is what it is in this state. Like I say, you rode up on the wrong set, the wrong kind. They already know how it's going to roll down. Another man, 37, got shot and killed yesterday by the police officers because when the police officers rode up to his house in Lansing, Michigan, on a domestic violence call, and I do not advocate men beating women or women beating men, he started shooting at the cops as soon as he opened up the door. This is the urgency of now in this state for this to get under control is past. This state, they get a hold to you on something different here. You roll down the wrong street and you're a police officer, it's going to be on something different here. These guys in these states in certain areas will snatch you up out your car. So that police officer needs to be fired. And my strong recommendation for him is to leave the state. Tasha, I don't know if Sean King included this in his petition, but like I said, right now at this point, it's all about talking to the people in authority to make a decision. And like I said, I did direct messaging today, left messages, did direct emails today. I don't have time to pontificate. I don't have time for them to pontificate and play with this. This is not cute. Also, my daughter informed me that in Canada, the police pushed an African-American female off a balcony and she fell to her death. So you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm not condoning violence, but I am condoning self-defense. Period. 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 So with that being said, I'm finished. Good night, everyone. This made my head hurt instantly. Remember, if you can look up, you can get up. Thank you all so much for streaming. Again, stay safe and love on your family. Bye, everybody. Stay safe. Be careful. Stay vigilant.